All right, I'm here today in the next installment of our talking talks, however we want to call it. So the next piece who we're talking with today is Tarsis. Tarsis is our SEM lead, so he's our most senior analyst in the paid media space. So Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, pretty much any situation where you as a business you're paying for media or paying for space online, and that's what Tarsis does. So Tarsis has come up with us for the last couple of years, and I guess Tarsis, he's coming to us from sunny Terrigal on the New South Wales Central Coast in Australia, despite the fact that he is a Brazilian by blood, and he's actually supposed to be in Brazil. He was out here on a secondment, and he's been locked into the country for now. Tarsis, we might just start, for those that don't know you or that don't know what we're talking about, could you just explain a little bit about, in your own words, what you have done in your career before coming to Talk, as well as what you do now?
Yeah, cool. As Cooper said, I've been working Talk for the last couple of years, and before that, I started in the IT world, developing websites, working with WordPress, and getting in contact with clients, getting briefs, and working the organization of projects. So during that time, I was talking with the whole market, talking about the campaigns, talking about the projects and strategies.
Yep.
And it was a really good time, so I could understand better the market and what the clients need from us.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a really good time. And after that, I focused much more on working only with SEM.
Yep.
And going deep in the SEM channels like Google search, display, and Facebook, Instagram, and all the channels, understanding how it works better for each client, for each strategy, and each case.
Yep.
Yeah.
So cool. So something that's really interested me, since you've come on board at Talk and sort of fleshed out the SEM piece with Ricardo and then the other SEM analysts, is the depths that you go to when you are looking at data. So the model that we have at Talk is where we mold like an account manager or a strategist who has business knowledge of the client with like an analyst such as yourself who has really deep channel knowledge. So you're very you seem to be very analytical. Like I've seen some massive spreadsheets that you guys run on all these different scenarios and models and things like that.
Yeah.
Can you just explain to me why you do that and why you don't just rely on really straightforward approaches? Like, why do you go to so much detail?
Yeah, I think it came from my bachelor, because I came from developing websites and the coding, working with codes, everything else. So I'm pretty focused on numbers.
Yeah.
So when you see the number, we know what is really happening. Not, I think that the thing doesn't work with our areas. So
yeah.
we saw the numbers, we saw the graphics, and we saw a complete spreadsheet. You can understand better what is happening.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And I guess something that I talk to clients a lot about is the marketing funnel, like the marketing V, and the different channels and why we use different channels for different reasons. What are your opinions on that? I mean, I know, a couple of years ago, it was AdWords at the bottom of the funnel, Facebook at the top of the funnel. That's pretty much it. And while that's still true, there seems to be more situations where clients are getting conversions out of Facebook, or they're trying marketing on Snapchat, or all these different things.
Yeah.
to cut through all the noise and just stay focused on what's producing results, what's your go-to strategy, or what's your preferred approach?
Yeah. I think nowadays we can just say, oh, this channel is the best channel for conversions.
Yeah.
It's not like a general truth, you know.
Yeah.
For each case, you need to analyze the scenario. For some clients, we saw like some channels that in the past, like a few months ago, they weren't performing better.
Yep.
Then Facebook, then Google search. For example, Instagram stories. That is a thing that's growing like really fast. So we've seen some Instagram stories reaching really good conversion results. So it's just crazy, right?
Yeah.
So for each scenario, you need to analyze, do some A/B tests. It will change from segment to segment, from client to client. It's is everything about testing.
Testing,
Yeah.
So
tests.
So with testing, just on testing, what is the approach you take there? So if a business owner is saying, okay, I am going to run paid marketing for my business, and I'm going to spend, $2,000 this month on paid advertising. How do you allocate? How do you know how much to test? Because there's no point in testing all of the money, because then all of your money, your budget's gone. How do you know how much to allocate to testing? And is there a standard approach?
I generally work with a first analysis of the campaign. We kind of do a media plan for this client, analyzing the segment, what the main services, the main products, and doing kind of keyword research along the months in the last 12 months, for example. So you could have like an idea of what is happening with this segment, what is the price, the cost per click, the impressions, and we do some analysis with these keywords and this targeting. So we can see, okay, so for your segment, we could do a targeting based more on, it will change also according to the client objective. They want awareness, they want consideration, engagement, they want more conversions. So we need to do a kind of media plan, working through all the channels, seeing all the possibilities we can do for this client. And then, okay, if the focus is conversion, and we saw with this previous analysis, we can see that, for example, you could allocate 50% of the budget for Google search. And then if they want awareness as well, to work like a funnel, we can put like Google display to support Google search ads, or Facebook, Instagram as well. So we need to kind of start. So before starting doing like with just putting values, no, we do first analysis, doing a media plan, and then after this deep analysis, we start a campaign, and then we keep going to improve the performance.
Yeah, right. So interesting, something you said there is even in day one, I couldn't dangle the carrot there to you to say, what's the split? Well, even then you're like, well, it depends. What it comes down to is you look at everything that's happened over the last 12 months in that industry or that vertical, match it to the KPI objectives of the client, and then create a media plan based on that data. Then that basically is your line in the sand, or that's your launch point. And then you optimize it from there.
Yeah, exactly. It's not possible. It's not ideal to just start with what do you think, and then we start. No, it doesn't exist. We need a point start, so you can start the data, and keep improving month over month.
Yeah, cool. And what are your views on? This will be an interesting answer you have actually. So clients or business our clients, or business owners, marketing managers, marketing directors, marketing teams, general managers, what have you, those sorts of business professionals, they're very time poor. And as we know in digital, there's all these channels and there's all these different systems, and it's very, very hard to be across everything. If a marketer is trying to do more themselves rather than rely on an agency like us,
Yeah.
How do you even suggest they go about that? Like, I think of myself, I can't get across all the details in AdWords and Facebook
Yeah.
Business Manager and all the ad buying and what have you. It's really quite complex. How do you recommend they start understanding everything? What's the best approach?
Yeah. I mean, as you said, it's not possible to get across everything. It's not humanity possible.
Yeah,
But as a point start, you could start reading a lot about the market.
yeah,
Like Facebook, Google, those big channels, they offer really good material so you can understand better the market, understand why do I need digital marketing? Why do I need to do something about my to show and give some awareness about my brand? You know,
yeah,
why do I need it? My business is going well,
yeah,
so why do I need it? So when you think about it, just we need to think about Apple, Coca-Cola.
yeah,
They never stop advertising, and
yeah,
they are huge. They need it. If you think, oh, everyone knows about them, but they don't stop, never.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So the start point would be go deep studying, go deep to watching some videos, what some specialists talking about the subject. Go to the Google blog, Facebook blog. They offer really good materials,
yeah,
and never stop studying. You know,
yeah,
go deep to know more about people who know about they are talking about.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I understand. It's I sort of feel like this subject, this SEM subject, because it's so big and because there's so much money on the line with client
yeah,
budgets, I
yeah,
feel like it's a bit. It's not that it's too big for one person, but it's very hard to stay across. Um,
yeah,
I, I guess just to zoom out a little bit, where do you see the opportunities for businesses at the moment? I mean, obviously, COVID-19 is causing everyone to work from home.
yeah.
How do you see businesses that are thinking, okay, it's great to talk about all this theory, but what's my action point or my action plan that I can do right now? Where do you think that they should start?
Yeah, yeah. I think in this moment, like everyone is saying, do only the essential, do only the basics. But we could see in the past weeks that people are doing. I mean, the users they are
Yep,
looking for the basics, the
yep,
essential. But if you think about mental health, for
yep,
example, people can't survive only with the essential.
yeah,
So people are looking for entertainment. People are looking for stuff and things to do at home. You know, what
mm,
I'm at home, I'm working, but in my free time, what else I can do? You know,
mm,
so people are looking for these things to do at home. So all those things about entertainment, streaming service, essential service, grocery shopping, deliver, buy and collect, all of them are really good opportunities.
yeah,
So a point of start is like for business, for small business, medium business, is go step by step, look the opportunities. How can you improve your business? How is your business already in digital? What is
mhm,
the first step to go to digital? Do you have a website? Do you have presence on socials? Go step by step. Go one step is like social. Second step, we have a website. We have something online. People are searching for products, for services. Are they find you or are they find your competitor? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I would say that you go step by step. Look what is your own behavior,
yeah,
so you can understand what is the behavior of your client.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And then, okay, so say that's done.
yeah,
Clients have analyzed that. They know where they stand
yeah,
from a business perspective. They know what markets they're going after. As a top line recommendation, how do you see? So let's just look at Facebook
yeah.
ads, display, and AdWords.
Cool.
What should a marketer or a business owner utilize those channels for? How do those three ad types sit normally? And I know there's no one right answer. I know you'll be like, well, we've got to
Yeah.
look at the data, but as a general guide, what would you say?
See, you said Google search and Facebook and Instagram.
Google search, Well, let's say Google search, Facebook, Instagram, and Google display.
And Google Display, yeah, okay. So yeah, the start point would be, for those you need, at the first place, you need kind of landing page or a website or something, or a page on Facebook so the clients could land and see what you offer. So that would be the first step. And then you see what your clients are looking for. They are needing like, okay, I offer products, but it's not possible to my users to stay a long time in my place. So what else I can do to my client, like sell online, offer kind of opportunity so they can buy it online with a discount, for example, offer a 5, 10, 20% of discount if they buy online it and they collect in store, you know. That would be a really good opportunity. We've been seeing heaps of companies doing it and reaching really good number of conversions. So that would be an opportunity. And like you said, Google search will be for the people who are looking, they want this thing. They need to buy that. So
they're red hot buyer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The base of the funnel. So they are looking for that, and they are going to research about that, and they're going to buy. Okay, but the next point is people know your product. When they see your brand, they are really buying from you if they never saw your brand in any place. So that's why you need awareness. We need brand to expand your brand, putting more engagement and awareness for a brand. So that's we can say about display ads. Do some campaign on Facebook, on Instagram, so you can people know about your brand. What are your thoughts in middle of this crisis? You know, people are really interested in know how is your company responding to this moment. You are really concerned about this, or you just want to make money? You know, you are really concerned about the security and people healthcare and everything else. So putting these concepts to your brand and showing them your culture, the culture of your brand is really important in this moment. So you can use Facebook, Instagram to show it to people. You can use display ads, like you said, with display ads, search, Facebook, and Instagram. You could build a really good strategy, funnel strategy. When people, for example, see and interact with your website, we could build an audience to remarket people. Every people who access your website and know and saw your website in the last, for example, 90 days, they will receive one alert or one big adjustment, so they can see your ad at first and buy your product or service. That'll be a really good strategy. So, awesome. But like we talk, it can change from scenario for scenario. You need to analyze
based on the data.
Based on the data.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. That's probably the main crux of what I was hoping to talk about. Was there anything that you wanted to cover off or talk about other than what we've talked about so far?
Yeah. I think as we talk, we cover a bit of everything. It's really important to, like I said, to the companies be aware of people are looking for, because there are heaps of companies that they have already ads running and they didn't change anything, you know, like the same ads like from the last year is like the same ads until today. So you need to rethink about it. The same message that I had last year applies now to this moment, you know. We need to rebrand our message and adjust to this moment and see how people behavior changed a lot. So we need to recheck, analyze everything.
Yep. Cool. So rethink the messaging and not just the channel.
Yeah,
that's a good one actually. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right, Tarsis, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. And hopefully you can get back to Brazil soon.
Yeah.
Or at least back into the office once the lockdown's lift.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Catch you. Bye-bye.